Hey everyone, so my name is Denise Steele. For those of you that don't know my Scentsy story, usually I say I was introduced, I was buying so much of it, why not join, make money off of what I was gonna buy anyway, and that's the truth budget-wise, but there was a deeper meaning for me. So, at the time I was introduced to Scentsy, I was working in a daycare. My husband was a truck driver, so he would be gone for long periods of time. We could only communicate via phone, text, message, and it was very limited times that we could talk as that. So the big turning point for me wanting to join Scentsy and make it a business is just one day I just had enough. So basically, I'll work my shift, I'll go in for my break, so I go into the break room and then I go to my locker. And then I put my hand on my lock, take a deep breath, and then open the door. And I would look at my phone and I'll be like, and it would show missed calls, mixed texts, and I listened to voicemails. And a lot of times it was saying that he had service for the next 20 minutes and then he wouldn't have service anymore. He was up for the next 10 minutes and then he was going to bed. I wouldn't be able to talk. And I would have to listen to those voicemails and be like, well, that voicemail was 45 minutes ago, so he's asleep, or he's in a dead zone. So I can text him, but then I don't want to wake him up. So a lot of times it was missed calls, or the ones that also stunk is I have 2 minutes left on my break. He can call. He has service, or he just woke up. I have 2 minutes to chat, and then I have to go back to work. Or even rougher is when he's calling right as I'm putting my phone back in my locker to go back because my break is over. So that was rough. A lot of times I would go back to the classroom, wiping away tears because I didn't want the kids to see me sad, but I just, in my heart, I couldn't take it anymore. So I had to make a change. So we were just recently married. It was really tough, and it really stunk not being able to control when I could talk. I'd be like, I have to go. And sometimes we weren't done talking, but it's like, my break is over, I gotta go. And it was really, really hard. Because sometimes we went 2 weeks without really talking because our schedules didn't line up. There were nights that I would fall asleep on the phone talking to him because he would be driving during the night. So I would fall asleep at 2 a.m. talking on the phone to him, and then have to wake up at 5:30 to start my work. And at the time, I was also going to college full time. So I was doing college, so I was having about 18-hour days. So it was really rough, and ended up quitting that job. Love the kiddos, but I need to be able to talk to him and communicate and not have someone else control my ability to talk to him. So I did that, but then I ran into the thing that I'm home now, but I'm not bringing in money. Like, yes, I'm finishing up my degrees, everything like that, but I'm not bringing in money, and I wanted to help financially. So I'm like, okay. So I got another job. Same issues again. This time, though, he was working for a tugboat company. So it was a little different. He was home more often. Because before truck driving, he was going on for like 3, 5, 6 months, whatever, in a row. Maybe 24 hours off. And that was another thing too. Be like, honey, I'm gonna be home in 3 hours and I have 12 hours off. Like, I can't call in sick. So, maybe I got to spend like 6 hours with him and that's it. And then my next job, kind of similar theme. I couldn't get to hang out with him when he was home, and it was rough. Like, our time was limited. I was still doing school as well. So it was just rough, the time thing. Happened to get pregnant, happened to have really bad morning sickness that I needed to eat like every couple hours, which my job did not allow, so I had to quit that job. And so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do Scentsy full time now. And that's kind of when it took off for me. So it was 2 years after I joined, but it was kind of like fitting Scentsy in around school and regular clocking jobs, as I call them, and then I was able to focus full time. I probably could have focused more full time earlier, but I wasn't ready. Like, I didn't believe Scentsy could be what it was. what it became to me. And so it's just amazing how it's taken off since then. But that's the main reason, is I didn't want someone else that could dictate me my time to allow it to talk to my husband, and not be able to talk to him or not be able to hang out with him. And so I'm like, all right, I can't live like this. I'm going to take it into my own hands, and I'm going to make this work. And so it's grown more, because originally it was going to be part-time just to make money off of what I was going to buy anyway. And then it has since grown. So if that's basically the real, authentic, real version of, it's always been the real version, but the real authentic one of why I joined, and that was the moment, is every time just having to take a deep breath before seeing if I missed hearing from him for that day. And I just couldn't do anymore. So if you are a business owner, I would love to know what your why is for starting your business. I love hearing everyone's whys. And now, if you don't have a business but you have a why similar, like you don't want to miss the phone calls, you want to be home when they're home on limited schedules, or anything else, I would love to know what kind of you're struggling with too, and what you're kind of trying to figure out. So thank you all for watching the real deep down, super emotional reason why I decided to take the plunge and join Scentsy. If you have any questions, let me know. Stay tuned for the income disclosure.